What vacation did you take that wound up being underwhelming? We got a crazy deal on a week at an all-inclusive Dominican resort. I had only done one such vacation. Dominican too. And it was amazing. So when my girlfriend said she got us a deal that was almost too good to be true, I just accepted. It is great luck. But no. Was too good to be true. We got our 300 Singapore dollars worth. This was long ago. But even then the price was ludicrous. So it turned out during the hottest week of the year. And it was so hot I felt ill being outside. Our room had a AC, but even with it cranked it was still hot in the room somehow. Drinking the all-you-can-drink alcohol really wasn't a good idea in that heat. And when I did a bit just made me feel sicker. The food just wasn't good. We expected it to not be as good as the other, given the prices. But it was actually bad. So I literally paid to feel sick for a week and couldn't wait to go home. We didn't even want to have sex cause she felt the same. Paris. I was like, I want to see the Eiffel Tower, and I saw it and I was like, wow, okay. Florence might have been nice if I could see it through the crowds. My honeymoon. Worst food of our lives. A hurricane our second day there. Earthquake the 5th. Flash floods almost kept us from the airport to get home. And something sketchy with the plane on the way home. We were in Mexico and don't speak much Spanish. So the extent we understood was someone tried to bring something onto the plane. We had to get off while security and dogs checked it. Then we all got back on and took off. Hawaii. I went 10 years ago and didn't enjoy it at all. I was convinced by friends to give it another shot. Well, I went again. Different island. Last month and found the same problems: homeless people everywhere. Garbage everywhere. Rude people that weren't even Hawaiian calling me a heiole. Not my idea of a paradise. Buffalo. But the falls were pretty cool, I guess. Mostly just jealous of everyone on the Canadian side. A bore 10 to 15 years ago. I stayed in some static caravans with family and friends for a week. I don't think there was a single day when nothing bad happened. One day my son cracked his head on the concrete and had to go to R&D. One day one of our so-called friends decided to turn on me for no reason I could see and tried sending me to my room. I was 30. At least one day we were visiting a museum. And while I was using the toilets everyone else wandered off and I couldn't find them. I waited by the entrance, as that seemed a sensible place to wait. And when they all found me, they all had a right go at me for wandering off. The entire holiday was like that. I have refused to go on holiday with that group ever since. Stowe, Vermont. Forget the Appalachian Mountains. I've been to Banff. The Rockies beats the crap out of it. I do not recommend Carnival cruises. Not really a vacation. But I took my boyfriend to the state fair. He has celiac. So we couldn't really eat anything they had to offer. And a lot of the entertainment was closed. Busy, too expensive. We went on the big Ferris wheel. And I had wanted to be cute and romantic and kiss at the top. But two random people got put into the car with us and made it awkward. We still had a nice time. And it was nice to be outside. But definitely glad the tickets were free. Nearly every year when I was a kid we'd go to Williamsburg, VA, and stay at a hotel in Richmond because it was cheaper. The last year we went, the hotel, which used to be a Best Western, was now an indie motel under new management and it was bad. Dirty room. The pool was vandalized by a group of kids. Tables and chairs were tossed in the water, making it unswimmable. We told management but they didn't care. So we got a refund and left for home after 2 days. Went to Vermont for a few days. Our hotel wasn't that great. Went to outdoor movie drive-in and there were bugs everywhere. And the people there would act like they are progressive by saying things like they make everything naturally, etc. But really they weren't as socially progressive as you would think for a state that elected Bernie Sanders. A cruise. Not the worst thing ever in my life. But it was underwhelming in a way that I was expecting 100% luxury while sitting on a deck chair with a drink. The most fun part was hanging out in a teen lounge and doing a scavenger hunt for a little bit. Oh, how a little naive boy I was. My first vacation once I became an adult was Hershey Park. Somehow I had been led to believe it was some sort of wonderland. No. It's a crappy small town with a nice amusement park but nothing else to do. You know your vacation destination blows when you take a side trip to Baltimore. Fortunately my vacation planning skills got better. My last one. I told myself I was going to take a break from the grind. Not do anything for a while. Just chill and play games. Actually stop for once in a decade. Yeah. It turns out that mindset is pretty much always on. Unless I'm asleep. So all I ended up doing is not making money at work. No wonder I stopped taking vacations. I just had to relearn the hard way why. And I had it all hyped up in my mind.